Hi! Welcome to a new episode of A Journey with Joana Marie, where passion and fashion lead to your ultimate success. I'm your host, Joana Marie, and I am here at Asian Institute of Management here in Makati City. And today, we are going to be joined in by another fantabulous and extraordinary woman whose choice of business is usually dominated by men. I'm sure you're going to be very excited about this conversation. So, let's call her in. Welcome to the show, Jonecca.
Thank you, Joanna. Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited, and I can't wait to share my journey with you and your audience.
Thanks to you. Thanks for saying yes to our invitation because what you have, your life story, your journey to your own success is something that is really going to, empower a lot of people, especially entrepreneurs watching us right now. So before we talk about your business, can you please share a little bit of information about yourself? Who is Jonecca San Pascual?
Yeah, all right. So I'm Jonecca. I'm the CEO of Pieza. And prior to that, I'm also a life coach and I'm a licensed NLP practitioner.
So, what do you do as an NLP practitioner? Kasi parang this is something, a combination of two different worlds, right? So, but I believe naman you as an NLP practitioner is something that you can use now or you are using now in terms of how you are managing your business, how you are growing it. Tama ba ako?
Yes, definitely. NLP is actually really broad. So, for those who heard NLP the first time, NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. So, as an NLP practitioner, my own definition of NLP is the power to influence yourself or other people using the power of words.
Okay.
So that's why.
What comes first? You being an entrepreneur or you being an NLP? So can you also please share to us what drove you to actually pursue being an NLP practitioner?
Alright. Sige, medyo mahabang-habang kwento yan. Mag-ipim muna kayo, guys. But to start things off, guys, I started my entrepreneurship journey when I was 23 years old.
Very young.
Yeah. So I was working as a freelancer back then. I was working as an online marketing strategist, and then I was able to save enough money and use this money to put up my own motor parts store.
Wow, that is so amazing. Because like, for a very young woman like yourself, and coming from the other stories that I've been hearing, usually, people who start sa very young age sa business, tinutulungan kasi sila in terms of the capital ng mga magulang or somebody is actually helping them. But you started your own business using your own money. And that is so amazing.
Right. So that's why I started my own business kasi we have this family business of auto parts. So I grew up learning pyesa.
Okay.
I grew up with pekplats kasi puro pyesa yung nilalaroan ko, my surrounding. And I was thinking to also open up an auto parts store. Kaya lang sobrang laki ng puhunan. And I didn't have that kind of capital back then. So sabi ko, sige, mga motor na lang muna, mga pyesa ng motor. So that's when I started. And then after some time, after 5 years, I was able to sell it kasi due to, I was really young back then. I didn't know how to manage the business well. And then I kind of felt like a failure. Na shocks, parang talunan ako, binenta ko yung negosyo ko, wala na ako negosyo. Ano sasabihin ng pamilya ko? Ano sasabihin ng parents ko? So I that kind of felt that those emotions, those negative emotions before, and in fact, sobrang heartbroken ako noon.
Yes,
Sabi ko,
yes. Because it's your first baby, right?
Yeah.
Ang dami mong time and effort that you allotted to making sure that it's going to be a success, and then eventually you just have to give it up. So I could just imagine kung ano yung pain that you were going through because of that situation back then.
Yeah, so I kind of was depressed back then. Kasi parang feeling ko, mas masakit pa yun sa heartbreak, something like that. But instead of like drinking, instead of partying, I search for myself through learning, through training, through availing courses, online courses, and through attending events, leadership, seminar. And then I attended this one event at SMX. The trainer was a Singaporean. And I was just amazed. I was just inspired as to how he spoke to his audience, how he spoke to the public. And I told myself, one day I'm gonna be like that.
Wow!
Yeah.
So, manifestation. Okay.
So yung katabi ko sabi nun sa akin, hindi mo bagay. So like,
Wait, sinong tao ba? Lalaki ba to or babae? Huntingin natin.
yeah, but okay naman. It was really far-fetched before. I wished for it, but I wasn't thinking that it would become my reality. You know? And then they offered the seminar. It's an NLP course, but I have to go to Singapore to attend that.
All right.
So I think it took me about 2 weeks to attend that course.
Wow.
And then I just sold my businesses. So that's all the money I have.
Yes,
And then I used that money to enroll and to register, at that seminar in Singapore. And so there I learned a lot about leadership, building confidence, overcoming fears. I learned a lot about how to do public speaking in sales, to use it in sales, in marketing, how to negotiate, how to use the power of words to inspire, rather than to put other people down. So I use the words not just to help other people, but also to help myself.
Okay.
In bringing back that confidence that I once had when I built that, business.
Yeah, so this is like your healing process.
Yes.
Yung nangyari. And back then, a friend of yours said, hindi mo to bagay, and ikaw din, sabi mo nga parang, you never really thought that it's going to be your reality. But it happened. So what transpired during those period when you were already in Singapore and really pursuing it? What was your parang mindset back then? Or what made you convinced na, sige, I'll go for this na?
Yeah. So, I was just thinking about it. Gusto ko mag-speak in front of other people. Gusto ko mag-talk. I was just thinking about it until there's a time when hindi na ako makatulog. I was too excited. I was dreaming, speaking to a lot of people publicly, or hindi naman a lot, but a certain number of people. And then
That makes you excited.
Yes, I was excited. And I remember back then I was just walking and I was practicing my speech. Wala naman ako event. Ikaw nang pagkasalitaan. I was just imagining things. I was just acting it out. And until one time, I was still doing my freelancing job back then. Sabi ko, ayoko na. I don't like to work anymore as a freelancer. I'll just pursue parang this new passion I have in coaching and speaking. And then I asked a lot of mentors. I asked a lot of people, what do you think? Should I pursue this? Should I pursue that? Or should I pursue both? And then just test the waters. And sabi ko, I'll take my chances. I'll do coaching.
Yes.
And then wala akong events eh. I mean, I was new. I was really new. I just have this dream. So ang ginawa ko, I organized an event. My own event, I organized it. I booked a venue in Makati. And then nagpa-print na ako ng banner.
Wow.
Sabi, October 7, I remember. 2017, I think. Or something like that. So I instantly booked that venue, and then nagpagawa akong graphic design. I sent it out to my friends. Attend kayo. Pero sabi, friends lang muna. I asked them to pay for 500.
That's good.
Pero yung iba doon, pamilya ko kasi. Parang hindi na nagbayad. So, ayun. So, sabi ko, nung ginawa na yung event, ginawa na yung banner, na-organize na yung venue and all that. Wala nang bawian to, shops.
This is it.
October 7. And that was if ever matuloy yun, that will be my first time speaking in public. That will be my first ever attempt,
Yes.
to do public speaking, to do coaching. And during that moment, I remember, I didn't know why I scheduled the event 8 to 5 p.m. Ang haba pala. Sobrang haba pala nun.
Yeah, so you have to prepare a lot of modules.
8 to 10. Nakapagod pala siya.
Okay.
But yeah, so during that event, I started public speaking coaching. I kind of thought about motivation, inspirational.
So that event, that particular event, it led you to actually pursuing your bigger reason or your mission, which is really helping a lot of people. And it all it took is that you crunching on that fear, right? Parang turning it into a courage. Because what you did is actually very courageous. You've said a while ago, this is the last money that you have, but still you enrolled and you went to Singapore, and then you just have this vision in you that I wanna do this, and I wanna do this for a lot of people. And even if hindi ka pa rin talaga sure sa sarili mo, if you can deliver, right? But you did it, and that is something that is I admire right now. And this is the first time I heard it, and congratulations to you, because right now you're helping a lot of people.
Yeah, thank you so much, Joanna. Just to tell you about what happened that day, I was really sweating. I was really nervous. And I was thinking to myself, bakit ko ba pinasok? Sabi ko, ano bang pinagdidesisyon ko sa buhay? So, ganun. And then, until the event finished, and then there were some friends who went to me and said, I learned something from you.
Wow.
And that was the fulfillment that I never felt in the jobs that I had. And in the endeavors that I had. So sabi ko, sige, parang okay to Like, it's something I want to do. I was helping, and at the same time, I'm enjoying it, and I know I could earn from it.
Yes. Kumbaga, lahat ng aspects, check na-check lahat ng boxes, right? So let's talk about naman Pieza. You started this during the pandemic. And this is the time wherein a lot of businesses closing down, but you actually started something huge, and you co-founded this with your friends. What were you thinking back then? Saan nanggaling yung lakas ng loob mo to actually start a new business? Despite na nagkaroon ka na ng setback before.
So, I was coaching, I was doing public speaking, and I got hired for companies to train sales and leadership. And so, during the pandemic, I didn't get any bookings from corporations, from companies. And so, I had to pivot. I need to do something else because I wasn't really doing well with company training and all that stuff. Master classes, I did that. I even did organize master classes, online courses. So, I did that. And so I saw an opportunity when my mom kept on complaining as to how their business, her and my father's business, weren't getting any customers. They weren't getting any sales.
Yes.
So I said, since I worked as an online marketing strategist before, why not help them out? So I listed their products online. I listed their items on Lazaro and on Shopee. And I saw the sales coming in. And I was just, wow, you have like 100K orders.
Wow.
I was like, what? Yeah. So that made me happy. That made me happy. And it grew because I realized na hindi lang sila yung may ganong problem. But I think the whole automotive retail industry back then. So I remember giving out business cards to the stores in Banawe. Isa-isa sila, baka wala kayong online channels, we can help you out. And we're doing survey, may Lazada na ba kayo, may Shopee na ba kayo, may website ba kayo. So we were doing that at the start of our business. So
and fast forward to today, you have 20 employees under your belt. You have a warehouse, and you've catered to a lot of people in terms of their automotive needs. And that is really amazing. So of all these things that happened to you since you were 23 up until this moment, do you have a life hack? When I say life hack, parang, is there one or two things that you have been doing all along na without you even realizing it, yung pala yung nakakatulong sa'yo para ma-achieve mo yung mga bagay na meron ka? Probably power of words, meditation, prayer, anything.
Yeah. So I just often read books. I just often read books. I think I learned that from my dad because my dad is a high school graduate, by the way, but he was able to able to put up 7 branches of auto parts store, nationwide. So I was young, but I was already observing what
is
his
doing.
habits are.
Yes.
So, nagbabasa ng diary yung tatay ko. Nanonood siya ng news palagi. Alam mo yung mga ganun-ganon. O nag-exercise siya pagka 8 a.m. So I kind of inherited that habit, and I wanted to apply myself. Sabi ko, baka maging kasing talino ka ng tatay ko. Something like that.
Yes. Ano yung top 3 books that you can actually recommend to our audience right now?
Okay, so top 1 is definitely Rich Dad Poor Dad. I read that when I was young. And second, it's Think and Grow Rich
Yes,
by
Napoleon Hill. Yes.
Yes, definitely. And I think Atomic Habits. So,
Oh my gosh, pareho tayo ng mga favorite books. Those are my top 10 actually. Kasama yung tatlo na yun. And thank you for sharing that. So, guys, if you want to be as successful as Jonecca, number 1 rule, read lots of books. Parang Warren Buffett. So, let me ask you naman about your sense of fashion. So, I could see that you are, parang talagang maganda kung paano mo i-package or alam mo yon how you clothed yourself. So, can you please tell our audience, what is the importance of your clothes or your own fashion sense in achieving your own goal?
So, siguro i-share ko lang yung mga naririnig ko din from other people. Sabi nga nila, wala sa damit yan nasa nagdadala yan. Diba? So, I want to wear clothes, or I prefer clothes that I feel confident in. If these types of clothes makes me more confident.
Yes.
Or, it makes me feel powerful, then I kind of wear those clothes.
Yes, because it really helps you exude a different kind of confidence in you. Kasi when you feel beautiful, when we feel beautiful, you look at people and haharapin mo rin sila na parang, yung ganda ko. There's nothing na, alam mo, hindi tayo nararattle just because nga of how we are, tawag dito, presenting ourselves in front of other people.
Yes, definitely. And syempre, when you feel beautiful in yourself, when you feel sexy or confident, it reflects to other people. They see that, ang ganda mo naman today, something like that.
And the truth is, talagang yun naman from the very start pa lang, binibihisa mo pa lang yung sarili mo. That is already the mindset that you have, right?
Right.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Jonecca. Napaka-igsi ng ating conversation. Ang dami ko pa sanang gustong malaman from you, and I'm sure the audience feel the same way. But we want to thank you for your time and for sharing this journey of yours with us. So, before we end right now, can you please, do you want to parang acknowledge somebody or meron ka bang mga gustong pasalamatan?
First of all, I would like to thank you guys, team Journey with Joana production team, for having me, for inviting me. It's really a pleasure, and I hope was able to somewhat share my journey with the audience, and I hope you keep on touching the lives of other people out there. So, ayun lang, and I just want to share that you have to act in spite of fear, act, in spite of doubt, and it will take you far.
Yes. You might also want to invite them to follow social media pages of Pieza and also yung sa life coach business mo.
Yeah, for sure. So, guys, for those who are watching, please do add me on Facebook. It's Jonecca San Pascual. You can also add me on Instagram and on TikTok. It's Jonecca88. And of course, I'm doing vlogs on YouTube. Please check out my channel. It's Jonecca San Pascual, where I also coach. I also teach about relationships, success, mindsetting, and all that. You can learn more about me there.
All right. Thank you so much, Jonecca, once again. We really had a pleasure having you here. And to you, our dear audience, we hope that you are able to learn something new out of this conversation. And of course, this episode today is for the benefit of Bahay Kalinga of Santa Maria, Bulacan. Also, let's not forget giving thanks to all our sponsors.
We would like to thank the following.
Bahay Kalinga is a retirement and assisted living facility for elderly, sick,
poor, abandoned women who need food, shelter, medicine, emotional help, and spiritual guidance. Pieza Automotive PH. Visit their website at pieza.ph. I am Fantabulous by Joana Marie. Be effortlessly stylish. Go to www.iamfantabulous.com. Laurus Enterprises, empowering you to reach new heights of success. Your journey to success is our business. Go to our social media accounts for more details. Millionaire Mind Intensive, the weekend that will change your financial life forever. September 9 to 11 at SMX Convention Center. Buy your tickets now. Quality living is just one the way. I care. LANDZ Hair and Makeup Studio.
Once again, thank you so much, our dear audience, for joining us this afternoon. And I'm sure you pick up a lot of wonderful insights from our guests today. And I'll be seeing you next Saturday for a new episode of A Journey with Joana Marie. Always remember, you are beautifully and fantabulously created for a purpose. So always smile and see you next week. Bye!